Hi guys. Well, I bought me a string butler. Some of you may have heard of this little gadget. It goes in there and it's supposed to keep the string straight. Problem is with a lot of these Gibson style instruments is that the string comes up to the nut and then it angles and goes over to the tuning peg. That creates a binding hazard here. Now you can put lube and stuff in there and it helps. But sometimes there's just no getting around it. And this particular instrument is pretty good about staying in tune. I haven't had any issues like that. But every now and then, I hear the string just do a little pink in here as it adjusts in the nut. So what this thing does is that it goes on like that. It actually goes, this part goes underneath the washer from the tuning peg. That holds it in place. Then the strings will, instead of coming up and angling, they will go up around one of these rollers and then over to the tuning peg like so. So everything here straight, 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 straight. So we don't have that binding. That's the idea behind this. And I personally think it's a clever idea. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was. For some reason in the pictures it looks a lot bigger, but I never really thought much about that. And it's a black one, but I understand it comes in clear, acrylic, and some other colors too, gold. So, yeah. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to try and put this thing on, and then play it for a while, and see if it makes any difference. Okay, hang on a sec. Okay. Okay. So, we get the nuts off of the tuners, just unscrew them, take the washers off too. And then the string butler comes with these little plastic clear washers. You put those on first. There's one already on this side. And what those will do will keep the string butler from resting right on the headstock and marking it up. So it just gives it the tiniest little bit of clearance, but that's all it needs. And then we place it over top like that. And we check to make sure that the spacing here and here is the same, or you can go from the edge of the headstock to the edge of the headstock, whichever works for you. So you want to make sure the thing is centered properly, otherwise it defeats the whole purpose of the thing. Alright, so we take our nut, put it back on. We're going to recenter this thing anyway. This nut back on. Okay, so we get it in place. Put my specs on so I can see. And then we make sure that the space from here to here is the same as from here to here. Or you can use the space from here to the washer, whatever works for you. Make sure that it's centered up. Don't use the holes for your truss rod, because that necessarily isn't in the right spot. Okay, so that to me looks pretty darn close. So now I will snug just a little bit. I will double check and see. Yeah, that looks about right. You can measure it too. Eyeballing works as well. It's not the sort of thing that has to be absolutely dead on accurate, but as long as you get it sort of in the ballpark, you're good. So that is the string butler installed. So let's throw some strings on it and see what it looks like. Okay, so I've already done the 2 E strings, so let's see what we can do here. All right, put it in the nut, and then it goes in the roller, comes around to the peg. This is the way I like to do things here. I wrap it around the peg, keeping a little bit of tension on the string. I just find it saves me a whole bunch of winding later on. It takes a few winds to get some tension on it. Okay, these rollers float up and down a little bit too, which is good, so that the string just gets a natural angle. So now it just has a back break, but not one like that, which is good. Just tightening these up enough to keep the so we can see the Butler. I'll tune it up later. Okay. Now we bring our next victim. Put the nut in there. The nut in the bridge, I mean. Okay, so it goes in the roller. Wrap it around. And through. Snug it up. And I'll grab the string and put a little tension on the string so it tightens up around the peg. And that's it. I'm not going wind, 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 wind. Nip it off. Some people will leave all the string ends to the end and then nip them off after they've got the setup done. I don't like doing that because I poked myself in the eye far too many times with these things and it hurts. So I'll take the chances on having to take the string off again. So anyway, that's about the idea of it. So we're going to finish stringing this thing up, and then I'm going to stretch the strings out a bit, play it, and see if it makes any difference. Thanks for watching. Okay, I got her all tuned up and everything, but I did find out one little thing that I found annoying, is that these strings up here, they like to vibrate with the strings here, so you're getting like a double tone, which clearly kind of sounds like hell. So because these strings are so long and unsupported, they will bing bing and they'll just ring out with the other strings. Not cool. So I stuck in a little piece of foam. This is from the kind of foam a pickup would get packed in. So I chunked that under here for now. It looks like shit, but I'll have to come up with another plan. But that, so far, see, don't have that problem now. So that so far isn't cool, but you know, you can work around it, I suppose. And I played it for about 20 minutes. It's just staying in tune, considering the new strings and a little tweak here and there, but no different than any other time. So there you go. Needs a little bit of foam or something to silence these strings, and that's it. So anything else I find out about it, I'll just drop it in the description below.